This is a '67 Pontiac GTO. It's part of the members-only car club, just one of the car clubs in the city of Chicago. Now, what we're about to find out is car clubs are much more than the cars and what's underneath the hood. It's also a lifestyle. Over the years, reforming, restoring, and reinventing cars into moving pieces of art has become quite popular. These once innocent family vehicles have evolved from a simple mode of transportation into tangible symbols of individuality and personal freedom. The ability to soup up and customize cars has given people the opportunity to show off their own character and personality through their cars. We caught up with a group of these car aficionados right here in Chicago. The members-only car club has been around for 20 years and invited us down to show us exactly what goes on within their ranks.
As a car club, basically it's a hobby. We get together on the weekends and just go down the street, cruising down the street. People admire the vehicle and we like showing it off.
Local car clubs have anywhere from just a few members up to 30 or 40. The 8 guys and members only range in age from early 20s to mid-50s. They come from all walks of life, but they do share one thing.
We all grow up with cars and from when we're little kids. It's all been in our life. 15, 16 years old, we were taking engines apart and souping cars up when we were young. You know, it just comes naturally with us.
There are currently around 30 car clubs in Chicago. Most specialize in one style of car. However, anything seems to go in members only, but there is one thing they all have in common. All of these cars have been a labor of love.
There is a lot of dedication to this club. I mean, you know, it's not a cheap hobby, it's an expensive hobby.
Expensive may be an understatement. Cars can range anywhere from $20,000 up to $100,000 or more. But to most guys in the club, it's not the value of the cars that matters, it's the process of putting them together, of restoring something old or creating something new that drives them.
They buy them that are like pretty much beat up and just turn them into something beautiful. And then you get an offer that you can't refuse, so then you let it go and then you find yourself a new project and you go ahead and start a new project on that and make it look just as nice as the last one.
Through it all, though, these projects inevitably lead to the same place, down a road back to the past when things were more innocent and a lot simpler.
You know, when we have our cars and we're out together, we're like little kids with their, you know, with little kids, man. You know, that's just what we like, our cars. We just enjoy the heck out of them every weekend. There's different car shows.
Yes, the car show. Aside from cruising the streets, it's the way Chicago's car clubs show off their hard-earned wheels and have the opportunity for a little friendly competition. One car club will host the show, the rest will show up with their highly polished cars and fancy tricks. These things are a party. It's an opportunity for families to get together. Wives gossip, kids play, and grandparents bond with grandkids over car talk. There are raffles, food, bands. You name it, they've got it.
You'll find everything here. You'll find Puerto Rican, Mexican, black, white, and we cross all of those barriers and we do it even without thinking. Because the whole focus is on the community, in helping the community, and it's not on, you know, a certain type of race or a certain type of club or a certain type of anything like that.
Members Only recently hosted this show downtown, where more than 250 cars from 15 different car clubs drove in, along with motorcycles, bicycles, and just about anything on wheels. It was the first time a local car club was able to rent space downtown for a show, versus having the party tucked away in one of Chicago's neighborhoods, giving them more exposure to the general public. They took advantage of this high-profile opportunity to collect food and raise money for St. Francis Church. They want residents to know that car clubs are not just about shiny automobiles, but about giving back to their community.
What it really stemmed from is that for 20, 30, 40 years, the lowrider community, the hot rod community, and the bicycle community, the motorcycle guys, you know, we've been portrayed in a lot of negative ways in movies as gangbangers or drug dealers and such like that. And it's really not like that. You know, the guys that come out here, they're hardworking family men, and that's what we want to help and portray.
Event coordinator Roberto Diaz steered the way for us through the masses of hot rods, muscle cars, luxury cars, and lowriders.
This is more the typical lowrider you'll see out there. It's got the hydraulics, the custom paint, real nice and clean and well-maintained car. It'll go ahead and hop, get off the ground, do three-wheel, stuff like that. Many times they'll drop these hot rods a lot lower to the ground and do what they call slamming to the car. And so what that means is that the frame of the car is going to touch the floor in order to make the car seem like it's just sitting on the ground, although the tires are on it. And so usually there'll be hydraulics or airbags that'll pick the car up in order to be able to make it drive down the road.
The possibilities are really endless. Car owners will upgrade certain parts of a car and restore other parts back to their original condition, like this '67 Lincoln convertible.
What they've done to this car is they've modified the paint to a custom paint, and they've modified the sound system in the interior, and they provided some 20-inch rims. But outside of that, it's a original vehicle. There are no hydraulics, it's the original engine, the drivetrain's all original, and so is the interior.
And we've saved the best for last. Aside from just sitting and looking pretty, some of these cars are customized to do some pretty crazy things. Some shows have a hopping contest, where a cash prize is awarded for the car that bounces the highest off of the ground. So next time you see a car show in Chicago, stop in and check out the cars and entertainment, because you'll never know what you'll find. And if you see one of these guys cruising down the road, don't be afraid to wave hello and maybe say, "Nice car," because they've probably worked pretty hard on it.